Be yourself. No need to prove it to anyone. There is a simple but powerful truth. When you know who you are, you will not need to prove it to anyone else. Great people are not those who chase after the eyes of others, but those who walk firmly on their own path. If someone tells you to prove your worth, smile and continue the journey. Because those who know who they are do not need external recognition, but shine from within. 1. Know who you are. The greatest strength of a person, Mark Twain once said. Always be yourself. If you can't be yourself everywhere, choose somewhere else to stand. There is nothing more powerful than a person who knows his own worth. There is nothing more dangerous than a person who doesn't know who he is. Think about the most inspiring people in history. Abraham Lincoln didn't have to prove he was a great leader. He proved it with his actions. Marie Curie didn't have to shout that she was a great scientist. Her work spoke for itself. They didn't seek recognition. They didn't try to please the crowd. They were simply themselves, following a path they believed in, and the world accepted them. Neither do you. You don't have to chase anyone else's approval. A diamond doesn't have to prove it sparkles. It sparkles because it is. A lion doesn't have to roar all the time to prove it's king of the jungle. Just one majestic stride is enough to strike fear into all the animals. 2. Why do we try to prove ourselves? The world teaches us that without the approval of others, we have no value. We post on social media for likes. We talk about success for praise. We work hard not just to achieve a goal, but also to prove to someone that I can do it. But does that really matter? When you spend so much time proving how smart, rich, talented you are, you forget one important thing. You don't need to do it. Greatness doesn't come from external validation, but from understanding and accepting yourself from within. Ask yourself, are you doing something because you really want to or just to impress someone? Are you willing to give up on your dreams just because others don't believe in you? Do you let other people's judgments control your life? If the answer is yes, it's time to stop, because a person who knows himself well will not let outside opinions cloud his path. 3. How to prove nothing. Now that you know you don't have to prove anything, how do you actually live like it? Here are 3 steps to becoming the most grounded version of yourself. Step 1. Identify yourself. Who are you? What do you want? What do you value? Take time to reflect and write down your core values. If you know who you are, you won't be swayed by the opinions of others. Step 2. Act without proving. Do what you want to do, not what you want to see. Work hard, but not to impress others. Love, but not to be loved. Live authentically, because that's the only thing that matters. Step 3. Learn to be silent when you need to. When you are grounded in yourself, you won't need to argue to defend your point of view. You will not need to shout that you are right. You will understand that the truth does not need to be shouted. It shines on its own. 4. When you are yourself, the world will recognize you. There is an interesting paradox. People who do not need to prove anything are often the most recognized. They do not seek recognition, but recognition will find them. They do not seek attention, but their light is too strong to be ignored. Steve Jobs did not beg the world to recognize him as a genius. He just did what he believed in, and the world had to acknowledge it. Vincent van Gogh did not need to convince anyone that his paintings were valuable. Time proved it. Great people never waste time proving something. They spend time becoming it. Do what you love. Follow your passion. Dare to be true to yourself. You don't have to prove anything. You just need to be yourself. And that is the greatest thing. Conclusion. Don't live to prove. Live to be yourself. If today you feel like you need to prove something to anyone, stop. Remember, a diamond doesn't need to show off to shine. A mountain doesn't need to shout to prove its majesty. A strong soul doesn't need to chase recognition to know it's worthy. So, live like a diamond, like a mountain. Be yourself, strong and proud. The world will come to you, not because you have anything to prove, but because